What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Touchdowns to Home Runs. I am so glad that you are here for this video. Today I just want to talk about what I think the Minnesota Timberwolves should do with the first overall pick in the NBA draft. Now, we've already done a couple of videos on this channel. I did one talking about what the Bulls should do. The Bulls are my favorite team, and I did a video on talking about what they should do with the fourth overall pick. Pretty sure Bernie made one about the Warriors at the second pick and the Knicks in the eighth pick. The Knicks one was really well done and got tons of views. So definitely, if you're a Knicks fan, if you're interested in that, go check out all three of those for our predictions and everything like that and what we think the team should do. So definitely go check out all of those. But now I just want to talk about the Timberwolves. They scored the first overall pick in this draft this year. Lots of good talent that they could take from, and I just want to talk about what they can do and everything. I don't have my computer in front of me. I don't have any notes. I kind of like these videos where I just talk straight at you guys, straight from the top of my head of what I know, because I never use scripts or anything like that. I never script my videos. Sometimes I'll have jot notes of stats or just other little information about that, but usually it's off the top of my head. But sometimes I'll just like to get away from all that stuff and just talk straight to you guys about what I think, and that's what I'm going to do here. So the Timberwolves score the first pick. They're a good team right now. Obviously, they're led by D'Angelo Russell after they traded Wiggins and a bunch of other stuff over to the Warriors and were able to grab D'Lo. And then they have Karl-Anthony Towns on the inside. So there are your two big superstars, and now they got the first overall pick. What are you trying to do here for Minnesota? You're trying to grab another superstar because you know in the NBA right now it's all about your superstar duos or your superstar trios that's going to win you an NBA championship. Like, you can't win with just one all-star on your team. Unless the Bucks do this year, the only guy that, like, Giannis, superstar, if we're talking superstars, Giannis is the only really superstar on that Bucks team. But I know you still got Middleton, you still got a bunch of good guys on that team, but if you're looking at it from superstar sets, Giannis is the only guy. But if you look at the Clippers, they got PG, even though he's not playing the greatest in the playoffs right now. And you got Kawhi. Lakers, you have LeBron and AD. Warriors, you have Curry, Clay, Draymond. They used to have KD. Nets have Kyrie and KD. Who's another one that I could use for the Raptors? Kyle Lowry and Siakam. I know that's a questionable one, but they're my hometown team, and that was just someone who I picked off the top of my head. Oh, the Rockets, Westbrook, Harden, so like stuff like that. D'Lo and Cat are two very good players, but I think if they want to be contenders to do something actually special in the NBA in the next coming years, they need that next superstar level guy, and that's what they're going to try to go for in this pick. As we've talked in the other videos, or as I talked in the Bulls video, there are four main guys who I'm looking at off the board to go top four. You have LiAngelo Ball, you have Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, you have James Wiseman, and you have Obi Toppin. Now, I want to kick off two of those guys straight off the bat. James Wiseman and Obi Toppin. I feel like with Cat already, they definitely don't need Wiseman. I just don't see the need for a center. The Warriors need a center. That's something they need. That's not something that the Timberwolves need. So I think that Wiseman's off the table and Obi Toppin is pretty much off the table for the first overall pick. Two big guys. I think that the Timberwolves need to work on their guards more and pick up another star guard to really help out that team now. So that limits it down to the last two guys. You have LiAngelo Ball and you have Anthony Edwards. I think if anyone's going to blow up out of those two guys and be the superstar and take over the league or whatever, I think you have to go with LiAngelo Ball. Just talent-based and just flashiness and everything like that. He can light up the league or whatever, but that, again, that is a huge if. And if you're looking at the Timberwolves situation, you already got D'Lo at the point guard. Do you want to bring in LiAngelo Ball and have him come off the bench to start? Because if you have two star point guards, I'm guessing they're not going to play both of them to start right away, and that's just going to create conflict. And you know the whole situation with the Ball and the Ball's family. If LiAngelo's not starting, I feel like LeVar's going to have some very kind words for the Timberwolves organization if that doesn't happen. So there's lots of aspects to look at here. There's talent, There's who's going to be the best guy, but then there's also who's going to be the best fit for the actual team. You have a point guard in LiAngelo Ball who has that superstar talent, who can be that guy, but you have lots of publicity issues, you have media issues and stuff like that that could create an environment that you do not want in your locker room. If you have guys' families coming at the GMs and the coaches and everything like that, that's not something you want. You have Anthony Edwards. He's the guy who probably, out of those four, I've watched the most. I'm a huge South Carolina fan, and I watch all their basketball games, and we played Georgia twice this year, so I was able to see Edwards play twice this year. Very good player. He's a very good shooter. Just all around a great player. He's a shooting guard. If you already have a point guard on Minnesota, and you already have a center, a star center, just add that shooting guard, and I feel like Anthony Edwards is that guy that has that star talent. He's going to be there. He's going to be consistent for you guys. He has guys to work around and everything, and I think he will be a good team player, or a better team player from Minnesota than taking LiAngelo Ball. Edwards is a great player, and it just fits the Timberwolves' needs so much better right now. I feel like for the Timberwolves, he is the go-to guy for this number one pick. Again, it's going to be tough for what they decide to do. They could go Ball, they could go Edwards, but I really feel like Anthony Edwards is the way to go. You have an open spot at the shooting guard position. You could start all three straight off the bat. Less conflict in the locker room and for the coaches and the GMs and everything like that. And Edwards can be that superstar guy. I'm like, what I was saying before, it does not mean just because I said that LiAngelo could be, in my opinion, has the talent and everything to be that guy who really lights up the league. But if you're looking at it from a consistent base and who I feel has the better chance to be a consistent good player in the NBA, I'm taking Anthony Edwards there. And I feel like he will be a lot better to work around that team, work with D'Lo and work with Cat and everything, all the players on that team, to really give this team a shot at making a playoff run. So if they take Edwards, where would that put them in terms of a playoff spot and everything like that for the next coming seasons? That's tough. You have 8 teams in each conference that go on to the next round. I'm thinking if they go out and grab Edwards this year, I think that the Timberwolves could definitely go squeak into a 7 or 8 spot in the coming years, like next year or whatever. But it's going to be tough after that. We all know that the West is loaded with talent. They're the hardest conference by far, way more stacked than the East is. So even making a playoff spot is a tough goal for teams in the West. So are the Timberwolves going to be able to actually become a threat team and everything like that? I think that Edwards is a huge step forward in what the Timberwolves need to become a championship contender, but I still feel like the Timberwolves may need to grab one more guy still just to complete that starting lineup. They might need to grab a small forward or a power forward, just someone else. He doesn't need to be a huge blockbuster guy. Like, you don't need a Kawhi, you don't need a LeBron or anything like that, but you just need that decent guy who's going to play consistent, he's going to work well with the team, and just play good defense. That's another big thing. Defensive presence in the NBA is huge now. You need a good defense to be able to be competitive and stop those high-end offenses, because there's high-end offenses everywhere. If you're able to be good defensively, that changes how your team plays and everything like that, and that's a huge key. But if they're able to go out and grab a mid to high tier small forward or power forward or something like that, and really complete that starting lineup, maybe add some more depth to that bench, I could see the Timberwolves start to climb up that standings. Maybe go, they're looking at 5th and 4th in the next coming years, and then after that they might be looking at the 1, 2, 3 spot. Like, who knows? We don't know what these other NBA teams are going to look like in a couple years and everything like that. So there's lots of questions going out there and everything. Everything's up for debate right now in this NBA draft. Like, no one knows what's going to go on. No one knows who's going to pick who and everything like that. Everyone has their own mock draft and opinion, but no one actually knows what's going to happen. So that's what makes the draft fun. That's what makes all this fun for us fans and everything. The ability to guess what's gonna happen and watch and hope that something crazy happens, just crazy entertaining. I'm hoping my Bulls get Ball, to be honest. I just feel like we need a superstar or someone flashy to bring back excitement to Bulls basketball. But I think for sure the safe pick for the Timberwolves is Anthony Edwards. So thanks for watching this video, guys. For more content, for more NBA content, for more sports content in general, definitely go hit that sub button down below. Like the video. Comment below what you think about this NBA draft, who you think the Timberwolves should take, anything else about the draft. And thanks for watching, and come back next time.